Shalom Uvracha. We're holding hands together from four wings of the universe, trying to stabilize and increase the inner connection of the souls that in their roots they are all one. It's called unity, an unconditional love to people who are like you, to people who are like you in a spiritual way and not physically. Physically, when you look at people and people are coming from different nations, from different cultures, from different states, everyone will look different. But the soul is one in the root, and in that aspect, in that way of our life, we need to understand that the real treasures are waiting and offered and prepared to be seen and to be revealed for the benefit of the whole world. When the nation of Israel were standing in front, or maybe we should say around, Mount Sinai to receive the Torah from Hashem, so the Torah is testifying on us that we were standing there totally, completely united as one person with one heart. Ke'ish echad belev echad. With one heart. Our intention was one. And then we were considered to be one person. Even though that we were divided to million bodies, and everyone had his own family and his own tent and his own money and his own issues. But because that the hearts were united, connected, bonded, attached to each other, therefore we were considered as one. And it's written that the Creator is backing up and protecting the nation of Israel, even if they're all sinners, even if they're all sinning, just if they will be united, if they will be attached and connected to each other. Now, of course that it's very hard for us in our days to connect ourselves to people with different opinions, with different customs, people that we do not relate to their behavior, to their look, to their actions, and even more so when some of their actions contradicts the main ones that we are trying to establish. And when we see people with different agendas, with different issues, with different reasons and purposes for life, we're finding it very, very disturbing. Sometimes a person that you should love, that you should care for, is the one to sabotage your life. He's the one to reject you from what you want to achieve. Like you have people who will support a certain idea, that idea in its root contradicts your idea, your purpose, your hopes and your dreams. And those are people who are close to you. Those are people that might be your family members, might be even your partner for life, can be your children. And it's very, very hard in that place to keep that v'ahavta l'ra'acha kamocha, to show your love to someone that contradicts your actions with his own. Now, where the difficulty is coming from? The difficulty is coming from the place that we're trying to create unity in our actions. We want all the, like if you are, for an example, Sfaradi, so you want all the Ashkenazim to follow the Sfaradi halachot. Or if you're Ashkenazi, so you want all the Sfaradim to follow the Ashkenazim minhagim, the customs. If you are a Republican, so you want all the Democrats to think like you. If you're a Democrat, you want all the Republicans to think like you. It's a problem that we're trying to force the unity to an aspect that is built and designed to show variety and differences and dividings. Unity is unity is supposed to be revealed in the spiritual and inner aspect of our life, and not necessarily in the external side and aspect of our lives. It can be that two people will love each other, will care for each other, will be totally united and connected to each other, but physically will be totally separated from each other. He will work and she will be home. She will work in a certain country and he will learn in a different country. And they're still united. They're still one in their heart. So when we're trying to create unity in a physical world, we're just calling and inviting chaos to our lives. It's not something that works so much. But when we are trying to establish the love and the connection in an inner aspect, there we can bring out results. There we can find the things that we wish for and that we dream of. Now, the way to do it is very interesting. Many people will tell you you should learn. Other people will tell you you should pray. Other people will tell you you should meditate. You have many spiritual ways that in those ways you can achieve certain things in life. But we also saw stories on righteous people that by eating a cracker or slicing the bread or opening their store, they brought down wonders to the world. There are many stories on righteous people that by giving charity, that by pouring a cup of water to a person, that by talking on a certain topic, they canceled decrees. They made spiritual changes. It means that even through things that are not mainstream of spiritual work, you can also achieve a very high level of spirituality. And it depends, again, only in the spirit of the person, in the intention of your heart. Now, for you to achieve the goals that you dream of through your own art and using your own talents and managing with what the Creator planted and treasured inside of you, for that, faith in yourself is required. You really need to understand that you are a tool in the hand of the Maker to make things. You're the handwrite of the Creator. Now, sometimes even in the Bible, you have portions that are telling wonderful, magnificent, inspiring stories, like Moses climbed on Mount Sinai and brought down the Torah, and lightnings and fire came down from the sky, and the people were seeing the voices, amazing tales. But you also have horrible stories that are presenting bloodshed and rape and horrific pain and sorrow and grief and loss of loved ones, and people are mourning and suffering in a great way. So how can it be that both will fit into the Torah, into the Bible? Because some parts will seem to you as positive and the others will seem to you as negative, but the balance that is being created by their unity, by their attachment, by the fact that both of them are part of the same one, of something larger than them, makes the real, brings out the real beauty of the story. If in the Bible you would have only inspiring and fascinating, beautiful, romantic and love stories, it wouldn't be the Bible. The Bible is presenting the complete picture. It's showing you the nights and the days, the ups and the downs, the success and the failures. It's showing you the truth of the world. The truth is a word that begins with the letter Aleph, Emet. Aleph is the first letter of the alphabet. It's the smallest and tiniest letter, the first one with the smallest numeral value. And the last letter of the word Emet is Taf, and Taf is the greatest one, is the largest one, is the last one in the alphabet. And you see from that that you have different qualities, different weights, different measures that are completing the same concept of truth. So you need to believe in yourself that even though that you're not an heroic person, such a like a source of inspiration, a pillar of light, a lighthouse to the nations, and you're just a simple person, a huge light can come out of you because you are being used as the pen of the Creator, as the hand of the Creator. And He can use your talents to write the novel that is being written by you. You are that one that is representing a certain aspect of the Creator that no one else is. And you must believe in yourself for you to be able to achieve those great qualities that are treasured in your soul, and to use them and to unlock your true potential. It is in your hands. For an example, it's written in the Gemara that there was a righteous man that when he heard that there was drought and that people didn't have, like, rain didn't came that year, and people started to starve for food, for bread, and he was willing to pray, and he wanted to take off his shoes and to accept on himself a fast. He wanted to fast, he wanted to torture himself in that way and not to eat and to pray all day. In the moment that he took off his shoe from his leg, in that moment rain already came down to the world. So how did it happen? Because that his intention to do that thing was so strong, was so powerful, he wanted to bring down the rain, that he focused all his energy into that act of doing that thing, that it was enough even just by taking off the shoe. The fact that he was preparing himself for the prayer was already enough that the prayer will be answered. So when you want to make changes in the world and you want to create unity, you don't have to go and print flyers and go and protest and call all the world on social media and reach out millions of people. You can aim with your heart that your honest relationship with your friend or with your life partner or with your neighbor will be the bridge for worldwide peace. You can start building things from your own area, from your own zone, from your own comfort zone, comfortable place, and to start building one floor after the next, one stage after the other. And we can never know how powerful will be our act and how beautiful will be the outcomes of our actions, because inside of us there is a source of energy, an endless spring of godliness that is called Neshama Elokit, the godly portion from above that is treasured and connected to our bodies from within. And when you channel that out in any way that you feel that is the right way, you can never know what will be the outcomes. For an example, if there is a woman that is baking chalot for Shabbat, and she's willing to do good with those chalot that she's making, and she prays and she makes the mitzvot and she has a good intention of putting her love and her and her modesty and her kindness and her respect and her generosity into the chalot, you can never know which kind of healing or blessing those chalot will hold when someone will eat them on your table in Shabbat. Some guest will come and he will get a certain piece of the challah, and inside that piece of challah there are going to be certain treasures that the woman put into that challah while she was making it, while she was praying, while she was thinking, while she was hoping, even without intending to do something spiritual. just by the fact that she was a very good and modest person while making the chalot, the effect of her positivity, of her good attributes, implanted into those chalot. And now that person's life might change because of eating this challah. And he will never know that. And she will also never know that until the sky will be open for us in the future to come. And we will see the real outcomes of all of our great actions. And we're going to understand the quality of our spirits and the importance and greatness of our souls and who we really are and how really we were making big changes in the world. But a person should believe in himself. So how can you believe in yourself? What you should do to believe in yourself? You should just flow with your inner understanding of how life should be. If you understand that children should play, like for an example, for me, it took few years as a father to realize that my children, they need me as a father and not as a rabbi or as a teacher or as a boss or I don't know what. It took me years to understand that my children need me to play soccer with them, to play ball, to ride bicycles with them. It took me a long time to understand that thing. And in many ways maybe even too late, but really for me to be able to play with them and to do fun stuff with them, it was much more important for their stability, for their education, for their growth, for their development, much more than hours of sitting and memorizing Mishnayot by heart with them and verses or whatever. And I'm not saying that it's not important as well. It's also super important. But Chanoch lanar al pi darko, you need to check the material that you have and to see what is really needed. One person should eat meat, one person cannot eat meat, one person should eat dairy, and another person will show allergy signs for dairy. Another person needs to eat vegetables and fruits, and for someone else it's poison. It's destroying his system. It makes all his system explode. So it's like, how can you say, no, that's very, very good? No, it's good for me. It might be good for you. You need to check the people who are around you. What is their level? What is their need? And to supply what that will recover them, what that will build them. Now, you need to give as much as you're able to your surroundings and to help and to support and to love and to do as much as you can to assist and to support your surroundings. But you cannot give from treasures that you don't have. You cannot give something that you never heard of. So the main lesson here that you should believe and understand that the blessings that you are enjoying from / your talents, your creativity, your senses, your wisdom, your life experience, all the treasures that are treasured inside your own soul are the tools that have been given to you for your holy work. So if you have a certain talent, if you know how to hold and play the guitar, or if you know how to learn, or if you know how to talk, or if you know how to play, those are the things that you should do for the benefit of the world. And you should believe in yourself that you have been blessed with those talents for the success of your loved ones, who needs you to be a friendly person, a nice and patient, positive and supportive. And that is really what that is needed from each and every one of us, to believe in the treasures that are treasured inside of us and to let them shine, to let them be expressed, and not to be judgmental to ourselves and to criticize ourselves, to say, no, but what am I doing? I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing good, I'm so lazy. You don't know. In 5 minutes you can save the world. With $10 you can rescue a person from death. With one phone call, you can take off a person from the roof and stop him from committing suicide. You can never know what life will bring to your plate and in what way you will show the greatness of your true potential. When a person is being honest with himself in his journey and recognizing his true self and following his heart consistently, being honest, being truthful, being as kind as he can, and doing the best that he can in every situation, the best and highest in quality and quantity of light will shine from him out to the world. And it's in our power to make that shift and to bring a huge change to the world. But like we know, when the redemption will take place, all the world will be recovered, right? It's the light that will shine to the world will not heal only the scholars or only the master of prayers or only the righteous or only the generous or only the kind. The light will shine all the streets and all the houses and all the alleys and all the trees and all the animals, all the caves and all the cracks, all the streams, all the rivers, all the apartments, all the doorbells, all the refrigerators will be blessed, all the tables, all the chairs, all the cars, all the people, all the eyes, all the particles of creation will be illuminated and blessed. It means that every single one of us, no matter how different he is, he will find his true location in the world and will find and understand the importance of his location and his mission in the great puzzle, in the large picture. Now, the person that will realize and recognize that as fast as possible will earn and gain the most, because in those hours of darkness when people around us are suffering and some of us are experiencing great pain, this is the time to show compassion. This is the real time to show your love and the qualities of your spirit. And you are needed. You are needed, and therefore you should join the army of Hashem and do the best that you can to assist and to help. If you know how to play basketball, you need to play basketball. And while you're playing basketball, you need to show the faith and the love that you believe that is treasured in your heart while you're playing basketball with your friends or with your students or with your children. If you know how to write, you need to put your heart into writing. If you know how to make videos, how to edit, you need to do so. And you need to reveal the godliness that is how do you say that is treasured in your fingertips, that is waiting over there to be expressed. You need to hold it and then to give it, to put it into your computer, to put it into your books, to put it into your sewing machine, to put it into your life, into your phone, into your friend's life, to share, to reveal the light that has been treasured inside of you to your surroundings. Like I said, it demands huge amount of faith in yourself, self-confidence and high self-esteem, and that's our work, that's our mission, to believe in ourselves, and for that we shall be believed. If we will believe in ourselves, our surroundings and our loved ones will enjoy the quality of the light of our souls, and they will find the inspiration from us to follow us and to enjoy the light and inspiration that we will produce and distribute, and for them to find themselves will be a much easier path. May the Creator answer our prayers and open our hearts to pray from the bottom of our hearts with intention that is pure and blessed, and may all our requests will be answered in no time. Amen. Ken Yehi Ratzon. Thank you.
שום דבר כבר לא יעצור אותי